Also, let me tell you really quick, endtime.com/will. A lot is happening in the world and you need answers. You want answers, go to endtime.com/will and check out this book, Understanding the End Times. There are also DVDs on the website that you can check out that will help you understand what's going on. One person sent me a message and said, Will, it's not the Bible. I don't want to read anything talking about the end times if it's not the Bible. This is a guide. It's not replacing the Bible. Everything that's in here will refer you to what's in the Bible so you'll know exactly what's happening in our world today. Now, just like I was saying a minute ago about how this great deception is happening in our world today, let's put it up on the screen. Let's put it up on the screen. Look at this. Look at this. I can't see it from here.
2 Thessalonians 2:11. And for the cause, God shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believed not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness.
Doesn't that sound like today? Doesn't that sound like what we are experiencing today? A great delusion. These people are falling into it. Okay, so let me share this video for you. Here it is. And this was out of LA. And Jeremy talked about it as well. Everybody's been talking about this elderly Jewish man got hit in the head, mind you, with a megaphone, right? He got hit in the head with the megaphone and he ended up passing. He ended up passing. But let me share, look at this. What's really interesting to me is you see the lady that bends down right there? You'll see that? She has on a Palestinian flag on her back of her shirt, and it also says Free Palestine. Her hatred for Israel is the reason why that man is laying on the ground and he's deceased now. That type of hatred. The same type of hatred that we're getting from the left. Now, all of the people that's out there chanting Free Palestine, wearing these Palestine flags, they are leftists. Liberal leftists. Every last one of them. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. They're the only ones that's ever been violent. When it's Trans Tifa and BLM going out to a pro-Trump, pro-American rally, guess what? They show up to be violent. They do it all the time. They do it all the time. They hit people constantly. I forget the gentleman's name. It was a young black guy. He got hit in the mouth by Trans Tifa and knocked his teeth out. My buddy Ben Bergquam, when we were at the Battle of Berkeley, they hit Ben Bergquam over the top of his head, had a big gash. He was bleeding out. The first time I saw Ben Bergquam, I'm like, look at that poor dude. He's bleeding all crazy. Didn't even know who he was at the time. Trans Tifa are extremely violent. BLM. Now you have the pro-Hamas Palestinian terrorists in the United States of America bringing damage to Jewish people or anyone who supports them. And this is horrible. Hit him on the head. And then was she going to bring him comfort? Maybe rip that flag off, burn that shirt if you truly care. These people don't care. If they were trying to show compassion, they wouldn't have done it in the first place. But then we have this, if I can get to it. Look at this. And Jeremy brought this up too. This is NBC. Man dies after hitting head during Israel and Palestinian rallies in California, official says. Really? Really? Official says. Say, right? Really? Come on. They purposely left that information out. Why? Because it doesn't fit the narrative. If it fit their narrative of being hateful like they are, and if they could say it was actual white supremacists doing it, it would say in here, white supremacists, or it would say MAGA Republican, or it would say just Trump supporter. It would say something to that measure, but it doesn't say that. It says something completely different. You have an article. We have an article on this too, don't we?
Right. It just says what happened. It says, you guys reported the headline. Of course, it doesn't say that he was hit with a megaphone in the headline, but it says that that the man is cooperative and was briefly detained that hit the man with a megaphone. He did call 911 to seek for medical help. So I guess they're giving him some, credit for that. But authorities investigating the homicide declined to identify the suspect or classify the incident as a hate crime, saying that there is still trying to piece it
so let me get this straight. So if it's a white male that attacks a black male or a Hispanic or a person of color, whatever it is, then it's considered hate crime. You have to be white in order to do it. But if it's anything else, it's not hate crime. You know, because like black people attacking other black people, that's not a hate crime, even though it's hateful. Or black people attacking white people, and that's not a hate crime, even though it's hateful. Or Asian, et cetera, et cetera. Only when someone white does it, then it's considered a hate crime. Have y'all noticed that? That is a pattern. Well, listen to this one with Joe Biden talking about a pattern. This is the reason why they never want to talk about issues like this when Jewish people are attacked. Listen.
And we won't ignore what our intelligence agencies have determined to be the most lethal terrorist threat to the homeland today. White supremacy is terrorism. And white supremacists will not have the last word. And this venom and violence cannot be the story of our time. Enough of us have the guts and the hearts to stand up. To stand up against the poison of white supremacy, as I did my inaugural address, to single out as the most dangerous terrorist threat to our homeland is white supremacy. According to the United States intelligence community, domestic terrorism from white supremacists is the most lethal terrorist threat in the homeland. White supremacy is a poison. It's a poison running through it really is. Running through our body politic. And it's been allowed to fester and grow right in front of our eyes. No more. I mean, no more. That the ideology of white supremacy has no place in America. None.
Coming from the biggest white supremacist to ever be in the White House. Well, one of the biggest white supremacists to ever be in the White House. I mean, he literally constantly saying white supremacy, white supremacy. They constantly say this, right? And I'm always asking the question, well, where are these white supremacists? Because me being who I am, I want to have a conversation with them. I really do. Just like every time I go someplace, I want to have the conversation with these tyrants, with the LMNOP community. I want to have the conversation with BLM and Trans Tifa. I want to have the conversation with them. I do. That's the type of person. My producer, she go, I don't know how you could do it. I don't know how you can stand talking to those people. There's no problem with white supremacy in the United States of America other than the Democrat Party. Take it from a black man. I used to live in Arkansas, and there's places in Arkansas where they said the Klan is still thriving. There was a town every single year on Martin Luther King's birthday. They call it James Earl Day because they didn't want to recognize Martin Luther King. And there's a little town in Arkansas. And the town, it's called Searcy, Arkansas. And every single year, they have a parade down to City Hall in Searcy, Arkansas, and they're all in the full-on Klan outfits. I thought about going one time, putting on the Klan outfit myself, and, if they see my hands, you can't really tell, right? Look at my hands. I can't get off the camera. I mean, look at my hands, right? If they're going down there, he just got to get tan, right? He just been out. He's a farmer. He's been out working out in the farm. They would never know. And I thought about putting it on, walking down to the Capitol, and then just ripping it off and looking at all of them. Like Dave Chappelle. Y'all remember that? Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. I thought about doing that. It's crazy. That's how crazy I was then. I'm still crazy like that. Because I want to talk to these people and address them to show them, just maybe plant a seed. I'm like, look, this hatred that you have is really ridiculous.
You like the content Will Johnson is producing? To stay informed and up to date with the current events, go ahead and hit the thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos like this one. Also, to find Will Johnson, visit www.uaf.media.